Assalamualaikum, dear learners. Welcome to my online class. I think you are safe and sound by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Because of COVID-19, we are trying our level best to teaching you online class. Already I have taken some online classes. Today I will discuss an important topics before you. Before teaching you, I would like to tell you the present situation is very bad, so everybody will be more conscious and more sincere and avoid crowded and use masks when you will go out. Dear learners, I think you are listening or following my lecture. I would like to discuss an important topics, that is dress and clothes. Already I have discussed about dress. Today I would like to discuss about clothes. At first we have to know what is clothes or what is the definition of clothes. Dear learners, I have written the definition of clothes. That means a clause is comprised of a group of words which includes a subject and a defining verb. A clause contains only one subject and one verb. That means in a clause contains one subject and one final verb. If remains one subject, one final verb, we can say it is clause. I have written two examples. First, if you help me, I will help you. Dear learners, in the first clause and second clause, in the first clause, if we see that if you help me, that means if you subject and help final verb. So it is clause. Another clause, I will help you. Dear learners, in the clause, in the sentence, I subject and help final verb. So we can say it is clause. Dear learners, second example, when I came here, I saw him. Dear learners, in the sentence, I subject and come, that is came, past form of come, came, final verb. In the sentence, I subject and see, past form of see, that is saw, final verb. So we can say if any sentence remains or contains one subject, one final verb, we can say it is clause. Dear learners, now we will know the types of clause. Dear learners, types of clause. Actually, clauses are mainly of two kinds. I am writing down on the whiteboard. Types of clauses. Clauses are mainly mainly of two types. Number one, principal clause or independent clause. Independent clause. Number two, subordinate clause. Subordinate clause or dependent clause. Dependent clause. Dear learners, clauses are made of two kinds, principal clause or independent clause. Number two, subordinate clause or dependent clause. Now, I will give the definition of principal clause. Principal clause Dear learners, what is principal clause? We can write a principal clause actually a principal clause function on its own. A principal clause function on its own to make a meaningful sentence. Such as we can write, he is a wise man. Another example, I read he is a wise man. This sentence expresses complete meaning. So it is principal clause or independent clause. I read the whole story. Dear learners, subject, verb, extension. Dear learners, this sentence expresses complete meaning. So it does not depends on another clause. So it is principal clause. Dear learners, number two, subordinate clause or subordinate clause. Subordinate clause or dependent clause. Dear learners, subordinate clause cannot function on its own. On its own because it lives an area or filling or fill unfinished. Unfinished. Area unfinished. Dealer's subordinate clause cannot function on its own because it leaves an area unfinished. Subordinate clause help the principal clause. Principal clause complete the sentence. Complete the sentence. Such as if you come, I shall go. I shall go. Another example, I bought a car which was too expensive. That is very costly. Dear learners, subordinate clause cannot function on its own because it leaves an area unfinished. Subordinate clause help the principal clause complete the sentence. If we follow the example, we will be clear. Dear learners, if you come, I shall go. Dear learners, you have to remember that is in this of the dependent or subordinate clause, first word is subordinator. First word is subordinator. Subordinator clause cannot express complete meaning. It defines another clause. It cannot express his feelings or idea. Dear learners, if you come, I shall go. Dear learners, if subordinate clause, so it is subordinate clause, it is principal clause. I shall go. This sentence express complete feeling, complete meaning. So it is principal clause and it is subordinate clause. This clause help the principal clause to complete the sentence. So it is subordinate clause, it is principal clause. Another example, I bought a car which was too expensive. Dear learners, connected subordinator clause, that means dependent clause. Who is subordinator clause, dependent clause. It clause, this clause cannot express complete meaning, so it is subordinate clause. And I bought a car, it is principal clause because it expresses the complete meaning. This clause help the principal clause to complete meaning. So it is principal clause, it is subordinate clause. Dear learners, already I have discussed phrase and clause, about phrase and clause, and I think you have understood my lecture and you will follow my lecture and peruse and you will apply in your real life. I think you will get benefit or privilege. Dear learners, I will take another class next time. no more today. While you stay, you are safe and sound, and take care of you and your family every time. Thank you very much.